Now it's time for your melanin moment. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, and it's time for a melanin moment. Today is my last day in Baltimore. Y'all pray my strength, because a sis is good and tired of being in this traffic. But today is the last day. Hope you guys have had an amazing week so far. And actually, I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving, because I did not post a melanin moment last week. But I was so engulfed in all this good rest. I was getting child. I just could not contain myself. And so now that I am rested and back, because this weekend is about to be a doozy, I want to give you guys a melanin moment before I have to disappear into thin air again. I want to talk about some things that happen nationally, locally, and personally. And I want to talk to the parents for a minute, because honey, we slipping on our pimping, and somebody got to get us in check on how we need to do our job, because right now this ain't it. In this day and time, we need to be on these children heavy. There's no such thing as their space, their time, invasion of their privacy. Honey, my children don't have no rooms. They have space that they are borrowing. They don't have no phones. They are using our phones, because we pay those bills. And if I want to go through that phone, I'm going to go through that phone and find out what you're doing and who you're talking to. If we go back to how our grandparents raised us, honey, this world would be a better place. Now, I want to talk about this school shooting. Lil Ethan acted like he was a sheriff, and he was trying to hurt some more kids. He had already injured 8 and killed 3. And it was a whole classroom of kids that he was acting like he was a sheriff. But child, when them children heard bro, they got out of the window. And I'm so glad that they did. But as a tax-paying citizen of this country, I want to talk to the criminal system. And I want to say, y'all got to start prosecuting some of these parents, because ain't no way in the world your child got guns that some adults can't get legally. You're not going to tell me that your child got a whole armory in their room and you don't know nothing about it, because that's their room, that's their space. You just mind your business. Your child is your business. And if we start teaching some of these parents a lesson, just like we want to haul little Ethan off into the courtroom, maybe, just maybe, the world will be a better place. Some of these parents need to go sit down too, because Ethan up there shooting up, my child went to learn, and now my child got to run from little Ethan, and you think that you just gonna drop a tear and shed one at home, like it ain't your responsibility to know who Ethan talking to, who house Ethan over, and what Ethan doing. No, baby, that's your responsibility, that's your child, and they need to be prosecuted too. Moving on. I'm at work and I get an email from the school saying there's a letter online about my daughter's high school that I need to read. And so I said, okay, if it's a COVID case, I need to be on top of it. So I opened it up and read it. And it wasn't COVID. It was a resource teacher that slept with a 16-year-old. Now, I don't care how you feel about it, but if you think children are sexy, you are disgusting. If you are an adult that thinks sleeping with children is okay, you are a pedophile and you are disgusting. You do not need to work with children. I don't care about, I didn't get into this job for all of that, or how the child was talking. You are the adult. They are the child. We as parents send our children to school to learn, not to have their own sex education class. The Bible says suffer the little children, not sleep with the little children. So I need for you guys, if that's what you want to do, to get on your knees and ask God to remove that nasty, foul, ridiculous, lustful spirit out of your life, so you can do His will and not your own. Now, this man has been charged. He no longer works at the school. I'm praying for that 16-year-old, whether she egged it on or not. Because if we're going to talk about R. Kelly, we're going to talk about the people that we know. Okay? We're going to keep it a buck. So if you are you know somebody, or have okayed, or if you are into sleeping with children and you think that that's okay, you are nasty. I'm praying for you. But honey, I'm letting you know now. If I catch you around one I know or one of mine, it really gonna take Jesus. And I mean that. Oh, I mean that. Anyway, moving on. The last little bit I want to talk about. For the parents that think that, oh, my child is 18, they're out into the world, they're doing their own thing. I don't care if your child is 44 years old. You are still a parent. The Bible tells us to train up a child in the way that they should go. I don't think there's a timetable on that. You are still to be a parent. You are still to lead and guide. I still call my godmom to this day, and I'm almost 40. Because she's been 39. So some things that I'm going to go through or think that are hard, she like, child, you ain't seen nothing yet, keep living. That doesn't mean that you can have a hot girl summer or that you can't live your best life or whatever it is that you desire to do. But there will never be a time of the day, year, month, millennium where my needs, wants, or desires come before my children. It ain't no girl, I done raised my kids, I done did my time. No, until you leave this earth, you're still a parent. So your time is not up. If we go back to how we were raised, how our grandparents raised us, honey, this world would be so much better. Because I remember growing up on 16 on One Vine Street, and I remember going down to Grandma Horn's house or going across the street to the Rogers house, and whatever they said was gospel. And trust me when I tell you, if they had something to tell my grandparents that I did wrong, not only did I deal with them, but when I got home, I got some more. But can't nobody say nothing to your child. Children are all in grown folks' conversation. They say whatever they want to around grown folks too. Grown folks very disrespectful. No yes ma'am, no ma'am, no sir, yes sir. None of that. Because we didn't got away from it. We want to be the cool parents. We want to be friends. Me, Naya, and Kaden are not friends. I'm their mama and they are my children. And that's how it's going to be when I'm 98 and they whatever age they are. It ain't going to be no Andrea. My name is Mama until the day I or you leave here. So we needed to get it together. Because these children are going to be raising our grandchildren. And I'm not raising my children so that the police can come knocking on my door saying, oh, well, your child did this, your child did that. No, I'm going to cut it off at the path. So you going to mind me now so that you won't have to go sit in a cell later. But that's all I have for today. I'm on my way to work, almost there, 8 minutes. And I want you guys to have an absolutely amazing Friday as well as a great weekend. Do what's necessary and keep yourself safe out here in the COVID-filled streets. Yes, put on your mask. There is another variant. I don't know where it came from. Who knows? Who cares? All I know is COVID is still real, still killing, and it's still making people sick. So your best bet is to put your mask on. I don't care how many boosters you get. Okay? But I'll see you guys soon for another Melanin Moment.